welcome back to Just Minecraft, where today, I'm not entirely sure how long this recording's going to take, because we are getting bees. Good old bees, I absolutely love bees. My garden is full of bees. There's even a scary bee person living over there on the server. But yeah, so welcome back everyone. We are going to be getting bees today, which sounds like it's a really easy process. But it's not. Because the issue with getting bees is, like, it's fine if you just want to have bees in the area and stuff. Like, did you know that bee nests are renewable? I'll probably show you later in the video, but, like, you can just get infinite bee nests. But no, the issue is, if you want to get bee nests which you're able to move around, you need silk touch. Which, I mean, like, look at me. I'm in iron armor. I don't have silk touch. So that is going to need to be the first objective of my video today. Basically, just getting silk touch. And I'd love to say that this is a nice, easy process, but it is probably not going to be. Because let's see. So I have 3 diamonds left over from episode 1, I believe it was. And then what books did I get? I think, Swift Sneak, Flame... Oh. Okay, I'm going to be honest, this sounds like a lie. I genuinely didn't realize I had that. Okay, well, actually, we're still going to ignore that, just because I'm gonna need to get a few more enchantments this episode anyway. So let's just pretend we didn't see it. And we're actually going to go caving this episode, which is kind of weird, because, like, you know, I've gone caving 3 separate episodes now, but, like, I just have not got anything good. The Minecraft world has been cruel to thee. Thy world punishes me for my unjust actions. Okay, but right, essentially, I need to go down to the cave so that I can get an enchanting table so that I can try and get some enchantments. Does that make sense? Cool, glad it does. Let's go. But right, so this is sort of mine and Luma's cave here, which, like, as a reminder...
Watch yourself.
Yeah, not the best memories of this place. However, we ended up exploring down that way, and that way was quite nice. There was a decent bit down there. We got what we needed. However, we sort of abandoned this direction after we got attacked by a lot of different mobs at once. So I think I'm actually gonna try and make my way down here this time. Why are there so many zombies? Oh, that's bad! Right, okay, not the best start, but right, so we are down here for obsidian and diamonds. That is kind of everything we need, and also some XP if we can get it. Oh, actually, I am definitely going to need XP now, because I just lost all my level. Alright, Cole, you're good for that. But yeah, so we need obsidian to get an enchanting table, and also diamonds to get an enchanting table. I am currently 1 short. Ooh, what is this? This is a creepy looking cave. Does it lead to a dead end though? I think this is a dead end. Okay, so what if I try the cave that I didn't blow Luma up in? Because at least I actually know the way down to get to the deeper parts of the world here. So let's see, looking for diamonds and obsidian, or I guess lava. Oh, redstone. Oh my gosh, I had a creeper. Where was that? Oh my god, this is another one. Stop. Go away. Stop doing that. What? I'm gonna be honest, dude. You are dressed up like a king right now. I mean, like, you got the crown, you got the monocle. That is so nice looking. But right, okay, this is 2 diamonds. This is already more than what we need. Oh, gosh. Let's see, though. Okay, 3 diamonds, 4. I'm gonna assume that's it. I think that's the biggest this ore vein can get. Okay, right. So that's one of the things we want. I still need to get obsidian, though. Oh, my gosh. You're living up to your name. Oh, that's a ruined portal. I mean, it is completely buried and, like, embedded into the ground here and stuff, but, like, it's a portal. Oh, wait, and that means this is gonna have obsidian, isn't it? Let's see, lodestone. Okay, enchanted golden apple. I don't need those. But right, okay, let's get this obsidian and leave. I don't need to be here any longer than I want. Right, okay, so back home at my base, I am going to need a book, actually, to make an enchanting table. I don't even have sugarcane. Hopefully Morgan Squid won't mind if I just shave a little off the top. Look, see, I'm only taking a little. There's only 3 in my inventory. Thank you, Morg. Thank you, Squid. You can have some of my cactus if you want. And right, luckily, I do actually have a bit of leather in my chest. So, here we go. Book, obsidian, put in the 2 diamonds, and there we go. And right, just taking a little bit of a look. Efficiency. Ooh. I mean, that could be good. Or I could try and get some bookshelves and upgrade it, but I've only got 1 cam. You know what? Let's take a chance. We can always re-roll it if I want a better one. Although, I probably should just check. How much does it take to put Silk Touch on this thing? It's going to take 4 levels. Okay. So, you know, we have 8 levels to mess around with and stuff. That's fine. Let's see. We could also get more efficiency 1. Is it all gonna be efficiency 1? Well, I guess we've got an efficiency 1 Silk Touch pickaxe. Now, you might be thinking, Pineapple, is a pickaxe really the tool that you're going to use to collect beehive? Yes, it is. It's not correct, and don't correct me on it. Although, I will admit, since we've got some spare diamonds and stuff, I am a bit curious. What can I put on this axe? Efficiency 1. I should have guessed. What we need to do next is actually get a bee nest. And I said a bee nest there. That's actually incorrect. I would like to get, like, 10 of them. And if it sounds like a lot, that's because, well, it is. And the other issue is, I haven't actually really seen many bees on the server, so I think there's 2 options for what I could do here, and I think I'm gonna do the most reasonable option first, which is I'm just gonna take a wander around some of the forests and see if we can find one. So I'm not entirely sure, but I feel like a birch forest is the best place to look. I mean, I think a flower forest would be better, but I don't know the location of any of those, and there are a lot of birch forests around. Oh, wait, is that one? Is that a flower forest, or is that just a bunch of flowers in a forest? I have a feeling this is a flower forest. One slight problem. Yeah, someone's claimed this. Great. That's inconvenient. Okay, so, like, wandering around for quite a while now, I am beginning to lose hope. This does indeed feel like there is a significant lack of bee nests. Oh, wait, but there's a bee. So there's gotta be a bee nest. Good sir, where doth thou live? Could one be a gentleman and show me thy residence? Oh, right, okay, you've got pollen on your butt. Where are you going? Aha, just down here. No, go back inside. I don't want to make you homeless, mate. No, wait, please. Buddy, please. No, stop hiding underneath blocks. Like, go back inside. Look, it's raining. You don't like flying around in the rain, do you? Oh, wait, maybe you actually don't. You did just legitimately turn around and head straight back to the hive. Dude, where are you trying to go? That is a cave. Right, okay, you're in your house, so I believe, there we go. Okay, so that's 1 hive. However, that did take quite a while. So I think it's time we move to Plan B. Okay, so back at my base, what is Plan B? Well, if you didn't know, in Minecraft, there is actually a way to renewably get bee nests. And I'm not talking about the ones that you craft, I mean like actual naturally spawning ones, these ones. And the way you do that is with a little bit of an obscure Minecraft feature, which I'm gonna be honest, I am surprised I don't see people use more, which is where if you have a tree and it grows up within a proximity of 2 blocks of a flower, so that can be 2 blocks in any direction, basically. Although it might need to be the same Y level, so I'm not sure about up here. But essentially, because there is a flower within 2 blocks of the tree when it grows up, when this grows, it's gonna have a 5% chance of getting a bee nest on it. And 5% doesn't sound like much, however, when you consider the fact that you could just plant a massive row of trees, it's quite a bit. However, I notoriously, in the history of me doing this, have had some terrible luck. I am not joking, I once counted it, I had to cut down 120 trees before I got a bee nest. And that is where my suspicion grows on this, so I am not entirely sure if this is a feature, so do not quote me on this. However, I am pretty sure the chance is higher when it's a birch tree, because I have always had way more success doing this with birch trees than I have anything else, so the way I am going to farm this is basically we're just going to plant a bunch of flowers in a row here. And yeah, we just go and put flowers on each side. And I'm not entirely sure if that works with the wildflowers and stuff, but I'm curious to see. And then essentially just down the middle here, we're going to go and plant a bunch of trees. And we can do this in a solid row. And I'm not entirely sure if the probability is affected by the number of flowers. I have a feeling as long as there's just one, it works. But yeah, essentially, I'm going to go and plant a bunch of rows of trees next to all of these flowers, and then we just kind of keep growing them until we get a bee net. And yeah, our goal here is 10, so let's go. This could take a really long time, honestly. Oh, wait! We had a success immediately. Oh, I should have looked around the other side of the tree. I wasn't paying attention. So, it's been about an hour and a half, which, I'll be honest, is a long time and a lot longer than I thought it was going to be and stuff. But to be fair, I've only got one row of trees. And when you consider the fact that it's a 5% chance per tree and this is 10 trees and stuff, that actually kind of makes sense with how long it took. But as you can see, in this chest, we have now got 10 beehives of varying fullnesses, varied states of fullity. And I'll be honest, they're not all farmed and stuff. We actually had a little bit of a donation from our neighbor. But along with that donation, we've made a bit of a deal. Hello again.
Please knock at my door first. Hello?
Hello, can I come in?
Come in.
Bees. We all love them.
Bees.
We all know them. And I'm trying to get some. I
Wonderful.
would like to make a honey farm, except, of course, my base is very close to your base. I'm wondering, do you want to share a honey farm?
Heck yes, I would.
My request, so I'll do the building, I'll handle the farm. Can you do a proper path going from the honey farm up to your base? Yeah, you do the path and stuff. I'll do the rest of it, and you can just have free access to the honey. I just really do not want to build a path on the hill, so I'm trying to delegate the work to you.
I'm not very good at the redstone bits, so this deal works in both of our favors.
That is right. So we have officially struck up a partnership, and basically, I'm going to handle all of the stuff like farming and actually building the building that the farm is going to go inside, and Luma is going to handle all of the stuff like getting a path up this mountain. So first of all, it connects the farm to her base, but it also gives me a nice way up this mountain, and in exchange for that and also donating 3 of the honey nests and stuff, like, she just gets free access to the honey, which is a deal that I am willing to make and stuff. However, with that, I think we're done for today. You know, we got some nice new tools, we got some enchantments, we've got a bunch of honey nests and everything, and we've also got a new business partner. So with that, thank you for watching, and stay tuned if you want to see me build a honey farm, because I'm gonna be honest, I'm not following any tutorials. I don't even know what this thing needs to look like. So, yay, improvised redstone incoming. Oh yeah, and also, like, we need to go to the nether in order to build it.